military guy too, Navy, hospital corpsman.
Gotcha. And we are live. Welcome, brothers, to another show. Hope you guys are enjoying your day out here in this beautiful world. But first, before I get into the show, I just want to tell you, brothers, to do me a big favor, man. If you haven't already joined, as you can see on the screen, join the Blackmen Travels Facebook group. Right now, we got 2,800 members here, and you can get a lot of travel information. You can see posts of our videos, different brother travel bros who post videos on YouTube, like my brother Branjor right here, Branjor around the world. It's a real good resource for brothers that want to travel the world and get information. So do me a big favor. What's going on, Young J216? Do me a big favor and go on Facebook, man, and check out the Blackmen Travels Facebook group. Now, man, I got a really good brother, a veteran traveling brother, a Spanish-speaking brother here on the show today that is live. I'm going to tell you where he's from, right? I'm going to tell you where he at right now. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you where he at. I'm going to do that even better. Let's welcome to the show my brother, Branjor around the world. What's going on? Well, they can see in the title where you at, but tell us where you at today right now, brother.
I'm in Boca Grande, Cartagena right now. You can see behind me, it's going on live.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of things going on behind me. This is Boca Grande.
Man, look beautiful, man.
Yeah, I'm on the 16th floor in the penthouse. Nice deal. I got a nice deal, so I had to just come and get it. I enjoy myself.
Okay.
I came out here by myself. I did a nice little round robin. I went to Panama, went to Medellin yesterday, and ended up coming here to Cartagena today. So last 3 days I've been to 3 different spots.
Okay.
I'll probably end up going to Bogota next.
Okay. So for brothers that not familiar with, you're in Colombia, basically.
What you said?
I said, so the brothers that's not familiar, you're in Colombia, basically, because some brothers don't.
Yeah, I'm in Colombia. I'm sorry, I'm in Colombia. I started out in Panama. And I went to Panama, and Panama's weak, so I didn't stay there too long.
Why you say it's weak?
Because first of all, to get to Panama, you have to have a 48-hour COVID test.
Okay.
And the laws are very stringent. Now, if you don't get the 48-hour test, when you come to Panama, they'll have you take a $50 instant test that they'll administer right there in the airport.
Okay.
After you do that, you go into Panama and you find out the place is ravaged for the simple fact that all the clubs, the hotel, the hostels, and everybody that you used to go to, all the places, right now are closed.
Okay.
Most of the places are closed right now. So there's no really life as long as if you're looking for, and I'm not saying that's the travel viewers of yours, but if you're looking for mangoes, you're gonna find them scattered all over. They're not in one central location.
You talking about Panama still, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about Panama. And if you do find them there, you got to go to their house. So it was crazy. There's no nightlife outside of Saturday and Sunday in some parts. So I wasn't feeling it. So I went to Colombia, to Medellin.
Okay. Oh, we got they putting questions in the chat already, brother. Hold on, real quick. I'm gonna get to you too, Young Jay. The brother David says, "Is club space open out there in Cartagena? And are there any mangoes at the clock tower?"
Well, I was in the clock tower 10 minutes ago. I was in the clock tower. I had a nice little date that's coming through later on. Nice Spanish girl, gorgeous, beautiful. Oh, I love her to death. She's coming through in a minute. I went to the clock tower. There's nothing going on right now. The clock tower is dead. Hard Rock Cafe is closed. If you've been to the Hard Rock Cafe in Cartagena, that is closed. Because I went there and it was closed. Cartagena was pumping though. It was jumping because I came in today, and I've had some fun since I've been here. Like I said, I'm next to the beach. Like I'm a stone throw away from the beach. I got a nice little penthouse over here. I cross the street and I'm at the beach, and those guys will give me anything I want. But like I said, I do some pre-planning before I go anywhere. So I pre-plan before I got here. As far as females are concerned, I pre-planned, so I already got my setup.
Oh, so you was already pipelining, huh?
Well, what I do is before I go to, I'm economically challenged. I like saving my dollars, so before I go to any town, I usually get on Latin Cupid, and I invite any girl that I'm in that town to talk to me. So once I get to talk to them, I meet them up, and then I ask them to show me their town. So it's a good way for me to get a guide while I'm
Right.
getting to know a female, and then we can create a bond and whatnot. But
a lot of brothers ain't up on that, brother. A lot of brothers ain't up on that.
That's our pre. Yeah, because you have to remember, I'm coming to a town. Well, I know Cartagena pretty well. I know Barranquilla. I know downtown. I can go around in a car and whatnot because I've been here at least another probably 6 years. I've been coming to Cartagena, so I know it pretty well. But the young lady I was with, she's born and raised in Cartagena, so she was showing me a lot of other places I've never seen. So that's why you want to pre-work it.
Cool. My brother Young J216, appreciate the super chat, brother. He said, just to the post, need help where to decide to hit Colombia or DR for New Year's. I don't know any spots to stay or places to go. Have zero connections out there.
Let me give you the difference.
Talking about Colombia.
Let me give you the difference. I was in DR probably a month ago. I like DR. I was in Zona Colonial. DR's open, wide open. For me, it was wide open. There's not that many things. Yes, you do have your little time that you have your little curfew, but if you stay within the curfew, you can still have a good time. The hotel that I used was in Zona Colonial, which I did a video, and I showed you a video. I think I was with Third Mundo. I was with him. We did a thing of the hostel that I used. I had a swimming pool, I had a jacuzzi, everything was in the hostel. And I brought the girls over. We had parties at night. We jumped in the pool. Nobody bothered me. We did the jacuzzi thing while we're drinking. Everybody, you enjoyed your smoke, you could enjoy there. So, and it was the hotel only had six rooms and had a pool and everything else. But basically, they gave you kind of the meal on the hotel. So I had a good time there. I went to Boca Chica. Boca Chica's pretty good. Samaná, DR. And I went up to what is it? Sosúa, and I went above Sosúa. So I had a good time in DR. But coming to Colombia is wide open. It ain't even. It's not the same. There's no curfew in Colombia. People are partying. There's not that many clubs that are open in Parquellera. Parquellera is closed. Most of the places are closed, but there's at least 20 to 25 clubs that are still open and the bars. And they are open until 12 o'clock.
That's right.
So, but what I tell you about this, the girls are on point. They lowered the prices and they're very humble. This shit has humbled a lot of females. They humbled a lot of females. Let me let you know that.
Okay, my dude Global Paper says the same thing in every stream, Brazil or die.
Yeah, this thing humbled a lot of females for the simple fact that I was there yesterday. And the quality was out. It's magnificent. It was great. I had a great time. I had a couple of friends with me because I know a lot of females there. Wait, with all the negativity that's part about how long this channel seems, brother.
That's my brother Mufasa Shabazz. Shout out to him.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Man, you got to stay positive, man. Look, if you're in your purpose, nobody can knock you off your hustle. My thing is this. I'm going to stay in my lane. I don't care what you do in your lane. I'm gonna be positive. I'm gonna keep moving. And if you need some information, you contact me. I'm gonna give it to you because you know what? I'm on my purpose. My purpose is to live my life the best I can. And as long as I'm living the best I can, I'm not gonna hate on you because I'm living my life the best I can. Because look at me. I'm right here with my little penthouse. I'm staying by myself. I got a little shorty coming over. I got nice little friends and whatnot. I'm having a great time. Right. And the water's right next to me. I just came. We were supposed to do something down at the water beach.
Right.
We had some issues, and I brought it up here. After finishing this, I'm going to take a back. I'm going to the beach, chill, hang loose, have my little drink. I'm having my little Medellin with Coke. You know, I have my little bar right here. I'm relaxed, no muss, no fuss. I'm at the house. I have my little bar over here. I got some candy. If anything shuts down, I got everything set up in my house. I'm good to go. So as long as you stay in your purpose, nobody can tell you what to do, man.
Exactly. 100% agree, man. 100% facts. A lot of brothers, man, that's why I created this channel, to get brothers to travel more. You know, when I first started my website, blackmentravels.com, the GoDaddy, the customer service GoDaddy said, blackmentravels.com, she's going to say, they do? Like, I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? I said, yeah, brothers be traveling. So that motivated me to create this YouTube channel, create the Facebook group, and create this website so brothers can narrate their stories and give information to other brothers. Because the one thing about traveling, it's different for a black man than it would be for a white man or an Asian man or
It
even a
is.
black woman. It's just different for us,
Yes, it is.
you know, and it's life changing. It really is life changing. My brother Global Paper says Portuguese and Spanish are necessary. Walking around with girls for 4 to 5 hours with no language skills equals not going to happen. Language is a must.
You know
That's
what?
true. That's very true. But I will say this, man. You know, well, if they interested, they interested. Okay. You can make it happen. You know, so you can make it happen just knowing some language, just knowing a little Spanish or a little Portuguese. But brother, you speak Spanish fluently. Tell us about
Yeah,
that.
I'm Spanish. I'm Spanish. I'm Spanish.
Right.
And you know, I was about to talk on that, right? Because I just took out this girl. I wish I could put a picture up. She's not a man, but she just dropped that gorgeous, right? Hey, what's up, Aaron? Appreciate you, man. Salute. I was just hanging out. Look, I was hanging out with this girl today, and she was speaking a word of English, and I was laughing at her. I said, "Well, what would happen if I didn't speak Spanish?" She goes, "Well, we'd have used a translator, but translator." I said, "But translator is not accurate.
Right.
They miss up a lot of words, and you don't want to come across." She goes, "I know, because I say one thing and English is another." So we started laughing on it. So I said, "Just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna talk to you only in English, and I want you to see how we do the translator." So we did translate it, and it was fucking irritating as fuck, though. I was like, "How the fuck?" So, but we started bullshitting, and she's like, "Yo, I really like you a lot. I'm coming over your house later on." But at the end of the day, if a person has a good heart, and if you see with a good heart, that comes across. And as long as you're there and meet him halfway, that's it.
Yeah, because it was definitely when I was in Medellin, man. It was times, you know, I had company on the couch and whatnot, and we would be, you know, conversing because I know a little Spanish, not much, but I can conversate a little bit. And pulling out the translator do kind of interrupt things a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But it's still, you know, it still works itself out. But I understand what he's saying. Like pulling out that translator just kind of interrupts the flow of the conversation sometimes. Because for the most part, I can understand what they're trying to tell me because I've been, you know, traveling DR a lot and learning Spanish. I got note cards and I take my gritty Spanish and stuff like that. So that's definitely true. But I was on a date with a Paisa woman, a Colombian woman, and she was like, it matters to learn it, but at the same time, it's not going to stop a woman from loving you. You know what I'm saying? It's a challenge, but it's not going to stop anything. That's what she was telling me on the date. Let's see.
But you know what? You know what? I've been pre-planning, and it's weird how Spanish women are completely different because they're into love. I mean, they love for love, and they're really to this love thing. And I have a thing when I speak to Spanish women, I never call them by the name. I always use sugary phrases like "mi amor, cómo está mi vida, cómo está mi amor, mi luz, tú eres todo lo que quiero."
Hold on, brother. You got to give us a little game. Slow down a little bit now.
Okay, you have to understand something. Spanish is the language of love, and in Spanish we speak different than in English. In English, the shit would sound corny as fuck. Right. To say somebody, my love, my heart, my everything. That doesn't fly well in English, but in Spanish, the shit just rhymes and it goes well. And with females, I never call them by the name. I always call them by some sweet. And they go to the point that I just love the way you talk to me because I took more stuff from Dominicans than anything else because the Dominicans usually always do that. They always say some sweet, buttery shit. And I took that and I used it to everybody else. Now the girls, like, every time I use it, they're loving it.
Right.
And I was with this young lady today, and she was like, "Oh, why'd you call me my name?" First of all, Spanish name was hard as fuck. They always do some weird shit at the end. Karini, Karaini, Kalimi, always some crazy shit that I can't get to.
Yeah.
So for me, it's easy. Yeah. So I just cut this shit out and I saw my love. Mi amor, ¿cómo está? Mi cielo, mi todo, mi vida, mi corazón.
Okay. Hold on, I'm writing that. Mi todo. That's like my everything, right?
My everything, mi todo, mi amor, mi corazón, mi vida.
My heart. Okay, yeah. I'll be using that too. I learned that from the DR too. They call them that. Yeah, for sure.
So that's what I use for the most part. And the girls eat that shit up like it's like fucking candy.
Man, shout out to my brother Roll the Tape, Richie Rich over there. Roll the Tape for the $4.99 super chat, brother. Hey, I watched that versus on your stream last night too, bro. We got something to talk about with that Jeezy versus Gucci. But yeah, he said, salute, fellas. Branjor, did the hurricane damage a lot of business down there? Did they clean up everything real good?
Okay, when you go down the street, you can see that they're still working on it. So half of the street, if you go down this way, you can't come in. You have to go the other way around. I personally was not there for the destruction because I just got in there yesterday, but I could see some of it. remnants of some of it. But at the end of the day, everybody's here making money. Gringo Precios.
This one of Rich shirts. This one of Rich shirts I bought from. Shout out to Roller Tape.
Rich,
shirt. Yeah.
Rich, that happened to me today. 30 minutes ago, that happened to me. They hit me with the Gringo Precio, right? Mm-hmm. So earlier, Blackmen Travel got to me, said, hey, I was going to do something on the water with the girls around me and whatnot. I was going to bring some girls and we were going to do some interaction and whatnot. I'm like, yeah, it'll be good. Mm-hmm. So I went down there and the guy's like, hey, come over here. We want to give you the best seat. We're going to give you Wi-Fi. So he's being overly friendly. And I'm like, motherfuckers overly friendly. They're doing it for a reason. Not to be my best friend, but they're doing it for a reason. So all of a sudden he goes, what you want to drink? I said, all right, let me have some Cuba Libre. I like my little rum. What kind of rum you using? Semedellin. Cool. So I'm setting the things up and the interconnection is lousy. So I said, you know what? I'm going to shut it down. I'm going to go back to my patio. I'll throw it on my patio. I'll do it on my patio. I'll get back with travel and see how everything goes. So I said, hey, let me just get a price for the one drink that I had, which is the Cuba Libre. He goes, yeah, no problem, no problem. That's $45,000 pesos, 45,000 pesos. I said, what the fuck? He goes, look, puts out his phone and like, look, right here. There's the menu. I said, motherfucker, you think I'm stupid? I'm talking to him in Spanish. Mm-hmm. I said, motherfucker, you think I'm stupid? You think I don't think it is a dummy menu? Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to everybody in here. And if I find out you didn't charge him 45,000 pesos, me and you going to get in a fight on the spot. Damn. This is what we're going to do. So he started laughing at me. He goes, all right, 35. I said, no, fuck 35, man. So I pulled out my wallet. I put 20. He said, no, 22. I said, man, you get 20, which is like $6. So you get 20 pesos, and I'm out of here. He goes, okay, we friends. They gringo priced me out the fucking roof, 45,000 pesos for one drink.
Yeah, they and that's why I want to talk about that, man, because when I was in Cartagena, man, I spent some bread, and I know I got a gringo priced up, bro. I dropped some bread in Cartagena. Some brothers don't go to Cartagena because it's so expensive. How can brothers navigate that don't speak Spanish to get some decent prices? I know we talked about that, a few days ago.
That is a little bit different because that's been happening to me too. Mm-hmm. And I'm talking fluent Spanish, and they still talk to me in English. So when they talk to me in English, I say, no pique English, right? Talk to me only in Spanish. Now, I try to take a taxi. Mm-hmm. They double price me on it. So usually when I get a taxi, I tell them ahead of time how much is the ride, and then they say 12,000. I start cursing them. Get the fuck out of here. That's not 12,000. It's Spanish, of course. Mm-hmm. No, bring it down. You play too much. You playing. Bring it down. He goes, no, it is. I said, no, I'm paying for it. And usually, even if I don't know the price, I tell them it's less than it is, and they usually agree with it. So I got them from the airport to where I'm at for 8,000, which I don't know if it's good or not. But from the airport to here was 8,000 pesos. I know that I could take the bus because I take the bus from downtown here, which is 35 cents. Mm-hmm. So I've taken the bus. So usually I take the bus if I'm going by myself and it's a quick ride. I would just take a 35 cents bus because I even tell them, I say, I know where the bus is at. Mm-hmm. And they're like, okay, I'll give it to you for 6. So I think you really have to, you're going to get gringo price until you know where you're going. I'll give you a quick story today. Mm-hmm. I was meeting Shorty at Hard Rock Cafe. So I took a taxi. Mm-hmm. And before I got it, I said, how much is it? He said 10,000. I said, no, that's too much, man. You can't give me 10,000. Now, mind you, I forgot how much the prices are, but I said, that's too much. He said 8,000. I said, all right, let's go. So there's a fork in the road, but I know the road. There's a fork in the road. And he took the long way.
They do that.
And I looked at it. I said, hold up. I said, hold up. You just took the long way. If you'd have turned this corner, we'd have been there like 2 seconds. But you taking the long way is going to take another 12 minutes. Mm-hmm. I said, what kind of bullshit is that? He goes, no, there was water in there. He goes, you could have gone through the water. Stop playing. So he drove me there, and he goes, 10,000. I said, no, you said 8,000. He goes, yeah, but we went a little louder. I said, that's your problem. You quoted me 8,000. So just knowing. There, they hustle, man. But at the end of the day, look at what you're complaining about. 8,000 to 10,000 is basically $4 to $4.50. So we really just complaining about a little bit of money, really. But it's the principle at our level.
It's the principle because that happened to me. I usually, when I'm in Medellin, I always take Uber, right? But on this particular occasion, I couldn't find my Uber, so I had to cancel, or he canceled, somebody canceled, right? So I take a taxi. Now, the Exito was 3 minutes away from my apartment, bro. 3 minutes, right? I could have damn near walked there. Usually I'll walk there and take an Uber back. This dude act like he can, I gave him the address. I showed him my phone. and he act like he got lost, bro. And like you say, it's the principle. It's not. I mean, he did. It was $20 US. So he gets lost, and this is what he does. He stops in like the middle of the road, acting confused, like he don't know where the building is at. I say, man, you know where Edificio Bourbon is at. Stop playing with me. Like you say, it's an insult to your intelligence, right? You know, if you did a better job, I probably gave you a tip or some shit. And then the taxis never have change either, bro. No cambio. So you got to have like enough cash and change to give them because they act like they don't have change, even if they got a wad full of money. So you're right, man. That's why I always take Uber or Cabify or either InDrive, you know, all day long. Shout out to my bro Tampa Twan. I guess my brother is in Medellin. He got to be in Colombia right now for that COP. Appreciate that, brother.
Hey, let me know where you at, man. Let me know. I'll meet up with you.
Yeah, for sure. He definitely that's some Colombian pesos.
Okay. Yeah, because like I said, I came into when I went to Medellin, because I know if you go to Medellin, if you take the train, no, the taxi from Medellin to downtown, is 80,000 pesos. I don't know how much that shit is, but it's 80,000 pesos. But if you go down right where the taxi's at, if you just go a little further, the bus is there. It's only $3. So I usually take the bus. The bus leaves you exactly where the taxi will leave you to. So when I went to Medellin, I took the bus, which went to Santiago, which is only right around the corner, and the whole thing cost me less than $4 from the airport to Barquillera. Only cost me $4. Now, if I'd have taken the taxi, it would have cost me somewhere around 80,000. So it's up to you. And at the end of the day, it really doesn't mean nothing to me. But my thing is, I'd rather pay a mango 80,000 than pay the damn bus a taxi driver. It's just my preference. So. I'm trying to read some of these, but the lighting is really bad. Yeah. Well, Cavs got. But this is the thing though, with the new tunnel they built from Rio Negro to downtown, that shit's only a 50-minute ride now, and they still charge you 80,000 pesos, man. When I'm like, what the hell? It doesn't cost no 80,000 pesos because they cut the ride by 45 minutes. The rides only take 15 minutes from Medellin, from Barquillera to the airport. It takes 15 minutes now because they cut right through the mountain and they cut through another place, and they made the excursion much shorter. So they getting you, man. They getting you. At the end of the day, you got to pay it unless you're going through the bus, and the bus is 13,000 pesos, which is $3. I can't hear anything. So
now I was saying I didn't know you can take a bus to the airport.
Yeah. I never take the taxi, man. Taxi's corny because my thing is this: the taxi and the bus take you there at the same time. There's no difference. If you go to the first floor where the taxi's at, right next to there's a bus that takes exactly where the taxi gonna take you. The taxi gonna charge you 80,000 pesos. The bus gonna charge you 13, which is $3 or $4.50. And that usually the bus is in Santiago. Santiago is a new route right next to Parquillera, and from there to Parquillera is going to take you $3. So altogether, it's going to take you $7, or it's going to take you 80,000 pesos, like $40, whatever. So, and the mango's so low nowadays, you can get an 80,000 good time. So, and they're going to treat you really well. So it's up to you. It's your preference, whatever you want to. Some people want to carry luggage, some people don't. It's up to you.
Got you, man.
And you know what? The weird thing is, I stayed in a hostel this time.
Where
I stayed in a hostel
in Medellin.
In Parquillera. I stayed in a hostel in Parquillera,
and I met one of my boys. You stay right by Provincialos, right?
I forgot the name of the place, man. What's that hostel that's like big chain? I forgot the name of it. Huh?
I think you stay right next to the one I was at. Is it like a little breakfast spot right across the street?
Yeah, it's on 10th Street. It's on 10th Street up the hill, right next to the casino where the movie theater is at. If anybody's been out there, there's a casino movie theater right up on 10th Street when you go to 10th Street. Where the movie theater is real cheap. So
they're talking about DR right now.
But DR, look, I do DR too. DR is flat rate though. In DR you can't run around it. From Santiago to Sosua, it's a flat rate and you can run it. And that's DR's gangster though. I don't like DR for that. You can't run away you can't get away around that price at all. They got that shit on lockdown.
Yeah, and unless you wait, because they fly you in there late as hell, 2-3 o'clock in the morning if you're taking Spirit.
Yeah,
and then you gotta wait to the bus. And I think the bus starts at like 8, gets there at 9, and it's a lot. It's a lot, man.
Well,
let's go back real quick, brother. How was your stay in the hostel? Did you have to share a room or?
Oh no. Oh, I was gonna tell you that story, man. I was gonna tell you that story. It was I forgot the name of the hostel. When it comes to me, I'm gonna be there unless somebody else knows it. The one on 10th Street, because I've never really stayed in. I usually stay in Airbnbs, but I was only staying there for 6 hours. Oh no, for 8 hours. It made no sense for me to get an Airbnb. It's only going to be there for 8 hours. So one of my boys opened a new he opened a new bar in Cartagena, where he just bought a brand new bar. I want to talk to people about business because I was talking to him about business while I was there. He opened a brand new bar with everything attached to for $15,000, and I was fucking blown away. The bar is banging.
Hold on, in Colombia, Parquilleres.
He bought it in Parquilleres for $15,000.
Really?
I shit you not. We were talking business because look, he brought me out there, and I if you go up there, you see it. There's a Puerto Rican place, a hip hop, reggaeton, right on 50th Street. When you come down, you're gonna see it. It's the only Puerto Rican place up there. He's an army guy. He just bought it last week. He opened it up, and I went out there to celebrate it, man. I told him I was gonna shoot him out because my man's doing some phenomenal thing. The thing was this, man. He saw the bar. Now this what happened. This the whole scenario. When COVID came in, like 80% of the bars shut down. And they can't assume that responsibility, so they're not coming back up. So he went up there and he asked a couple of people and said, "Hey, what's going on?" So they were like, "Look, right now, really a bar will cost you around 35 to 40,000 to open up. Right now, we're giving it to you for 15 because you're not gonna make money because nobody's here. COVID is here, and we don't know when there's gonna come out of COVID or not." So he said, "Fuck it, I'll buy it." So he bought the establishment for 15,000, got the liquor license, everything attached to it. For the 15,000, renovated for another 10. So in 25,000, he has, and you'll see it if you ever go there right now, because I was there yesterday, and I want to do a video out of it because the shit is banging. It is banging.
What's the name of it, brother?
It's Charichi. You're gonna see the Puerto Rican flag up there. That's the only he's from the Bronx. He has a Puerto Rican reggaeton, reggae club / bar that's smashing. No food out there. So he paid 25,000 for it. He was in the state. So he lives in the state. He lives in DC. So he flies back and forth because he has his job out there. So I was talking to him. I said, "Man, this is a great business you got." He goes, "Yeah, I got the DJ, got the stuff, man. I got people taking care of my business out here, come every once in a while. But even if it doesn't make money for another 2 years, shit, it's so cheap right now to buy a place in Barquillera. You can sit on this motherfucker for 2 years. When COVID comes in, you're making a gold mine. Because at 25,000 coming in, you should have seen the girls that are working there. Drop dead fucking gorgeous. I'm talking about he running that shit." So we were bullshitting yesterday, and that's why I was at yesterday at his club. We're doing this thing, and someone want to get into because I told him, I said, "Look, if you want to get if I want to get in something like this, can I get in?" He goes, "Yeah, I'll put you on to my man. 15 to 20,000. I can get your bar out here. As an American, I get your bar out here. 15, 20,000. I get your bar out here with your own liquor license and everything going in." Now, once COVID comes in, that shit's going to be worth 40, 50,000. You won't be able to come in at the same. For the simple fact that COVID's here, so everything's dropped down to bottom low because there's no work out here. So you can pick up anything right now while COVID is here.
Okay, and exactly where is it in Parquilleres? Can you give us like a general area?
No, okay, if you go to the corner Parquilleres, that's where he's at. He's at a prime location. When you go to Parquilleres, you hear his shit banging. It's all red inside, and you're going to see military shit in there. And he's Spanish. He's Puerto Rican. He goes, he has a black DJ. Or they do reggaeton, everything. Hey, okay, when you're in Parquilleres, on your 9th Street, you come into Parquilleres, the corner Parquilleres, where you see that corner, used to be a liquor store there. The corner, that's where his bar is at now. That same corner. The edge, when you come, you front of Parquilleres, everybody knows. I'm talking about the corner when you come in.
Right.
Then you come in all the way to main Parquilleres, and then it goes all the way to the other side. You go from left to right. When you go all the way to the right part where the point is at, that's where his bar is at.
Okay.
He got a brand new bar, and the two businesses attached to it a new business they just bought up for probably 15, 20,000. So everybody's bringing new business into Parquillera area because all the other business dried up and they went away. So I'm saying, look, can I come in for 15,000? Because if I could push some for 15 to 20,000, I could do that, motherfucker. Come in. If I get a bar and have people working for me, yeah, but the rent is nothing though. The rent you can make your money back because he's charging really low for his drinks and whatnot, but he's getting a turnaround really hard because his place was banging. Yes, I went to it yesterday, and yesterday was Thursday, and this shit was banging. He had locals in there, everybody's reggaeton, and they were getting in there. First of all, he has hip hop. He has hip hop. When you go in there, you feel the Spanish and English vibe. You really do, because he has a Spanish black guy who's doing a turntable, doing reggaeton in Spanish. You have all the Spanish girls up there dancing their asses off. And then he's charging really low for the drinks. He's not charging a lot because he's like, yo, I don't give a fuck about the money. Dude, I'm 30. Oh, he's 32 years old. He said, yo, I don't give a fuck if I don't make money for another 2 years. You know, because if I break even, I still got my money in the States. He said $25,000 opening this business is not hurting me. I don't even care. I just know that I have a business here. I'm a business owner. I have these girls working for him. People are kissing his ass left and right. You should have seen him. He was like a kid in a candy store. But he was running his shit because he has a prime location. So in 2 years, when the market comes around, his shit's probably gonna work 50,000 just off the rip coming around. Because when everything is dead, Parquillera is dead. If you go, maybe everything is dark in there.
But, okay, so if you know where Gusto's at, right?
The where? What?
Gusto's. You know where Gusto's is at?
Yeah, Gusto's on the other side of his spot.
Okay, so if I'm leaving Gusto's, how do I get there?
Okay, if you're leaving Gusto, you're gonna go to the edge, which would be that corner, right?
Right, to the right.
Yeah, okay, yes, to the right, there's gonna be a corner.
Right.
You make a left, go to that corner, that's where he's at. He's right there. That's a prime spot, I'm telling you. When you go to Gusto, you go to the corner. The corner goes to something going on down here. Okay, so if you and me are going to take
mango, dog.
Huh?
That's your mango knocking at the door.
No, that's not me. That's another floor. Okay. But if you go to Gusto, you walk to your right, which is going to be the end of that corner, and then you're going to make that left. The end of that corner, that is his spot right there. And you can hear it pumping, and he pumping live. He has reggaeton, reggae, rap, and salsa out there, and he's pushing it hard.
I'm gonna check it out. You said it's a Puerto Rican flag outside.
It's a Puerto Rican flag. You know, on the marquee, it's a Puerto Rican flag because he's Puerto Rican. He's Puerto Rican, but he has a whole bunch of brothers in there. The DJ is black and Spanish. The bouncer is from Brooklyn. You're gonna feel that American vibe in there, but you're gonna see a lot of mangoes because the liquors, they're cheap. He said, Kels, look, I could push my shit up, but what does it mean to me? I already invested my 25,000 in there. So even if I break even for another 2 years, I'm good. So I'm not gonna charge double for my liquor when I could charge 10 pesos for my liquor and have everybody come in here. Because word of mouth is gonna get me another 2 years. So I'd rather have word of mouth than anybody come into my spot and charge this for the liquor. And he's charged because he gave me all my drinks. Remember, boy, we drink free. Like, yo, don't even pay for your drinks, man. Fuck it. So we having a good time at this spot yesterday.
Okay.
But my business adventure, because I'm always thinking about business. My thing is this: if I could go into a business venture, with one of my boys, and we could do 7.5, 7.5, even 10,000 each. We go into that business venture, open it because right now, look, Parquillera has prime locations that are dark. These people don't have no money and they never have no accounts going. So right now they're willing to give you the liquor license. They're willing to give you the goddamn liquor license and the spot for 15,000. Because there's no business there right now. So they'd rather have some business and no business. So they'd rather give you that and wait for the place to come in. Now, if Corona comes around pretty soon, then your shit just gonna blow up real quick because everybody's coming back within a year. So if you could hold on to that, and look, if 10,000 is not much for you to spend to have a place in Parquillera and have a name brand in Parquillera, have a staple place you could come and have your spot. I know that Chica's gonna be there because now all of a sudden you don't have to do shit. Girls are gonna come to you. You're owner. You ain't a motherfucking just regular Joe Blow. You're owner. You want your work in there. You got employees for 15, 20,000. I don't think that's a bad deal. So I said, look, put me on. So he's like, look, I'm gonna put you onto my connect. He walk you through all the stuff, all the steps, and 25,000. You could open a bar out here. That's right now.
Bad. That's not bad at all, bro.
That's what I said. Right now, I got his number. He got my number. He's from DC. I'm in Maryland. We're gonna get together when we gotta get back home, and we're gonna crunch some numbers and make that shit happen.
That's what I'm saying. When it get back popping, when everything get back to normal, within a year or whenever, it's gonna be Cartagena is gonna be jumping again.
It is, and he has a clientele. I mean, I was shocked because he shouldn't have a clientele, but the music is the girls were dancing reggaeton and merengue out there. I'm pushing it, so I was like, damn. So I can see it. I can see where. And the thing is, you see, because you've been there, you know the location. Mm-hmm. That location is prime location.
It really is.
It is.
I wish I would have went there because I was just down there a couple of weeks ago. I wish I would have known.
Well, go up. You're gonna see it because you know where it is now. When you go to Gusto, go to the edge, make that left, and it's right. You're gonna see it. It's a Puerto Rican flag. Mm-hmm. And when you go in there, he's still in the military. So he's in the military still. He's still a sergeant, first sergeant. So you're gonna see his first sergeant stuff up there and all the shit up there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
Yeah, but as a group, it won't work though, because a group is too many people. You just need 1 or 2 investors. You don't need a group. At 15,000, too many heads is too much.
Right.
At 15,000, I could pay 15, 20,000 on my own and get the whole place. I just don't want to invest that much because I'm not going to be there as much. So I'd rather have an investor that could see it 6 months and 6 months in. So I don't mind going into it like one-on-one, like me and somebody else. But other than that, like 3 people paying 5,000, that's too many people to answer to.
Look, Mr. Washington said, hell, 100 cats put up 300.
I'm gonna let you be, man.
And get some free drinks, basically. But yeah, man, we're gonna definitely support that bar, bro. I wish I would have known. It sounds like it's not Yeres Park though, right? That's not the name of it.
No, it's Parque. Yep. Parque Yeres Park is right next to it. It's like 4 next to it. Parque Yeres Park is when you go if you go to Gusto's, you go straight. As you make the first turn, Parque Yeres Park will be that one right there. It's on the second floor.
His joint is on the second floor.
No, Parque Yeres Park is like Parque Yeres Park. The club is on the second floor. You go up the stairs.
I'm talking about Yeres Park. That's on the bottom.
No. When you go to Gusto, you think about it getting off in Gusto. If you're getting out of Gusto, you're gonna make a right.
Right.
You're getting out of Gusto, you're gonna make a right so you can't go nowhere. Right? Uh-huh. That goes to the street. When you make that left, you're gonna make a left and you're gonna hit his spot. Because once you make the left, you're gonna hit it because he's there. You can make the left and you go as far as you can with that left. You're gonna go right into his spot because you're gonna see the Puerto Rican flag up there. He has a Puerto Rican flag in his stuff.
Right. I should try to pull it up. I'm trying to see if I can find it. I'm gonna try to find it.
Well, I got his number, so I'm gonna call him sometime next week when I get back. Because I'm trying to crunch some numbers, see what we could do. Because if I could buy a property out there for 15,000, 20,000, I'm talking about me and somebody else. Richie Rich, you know I'm gonna hit you up, nigga. Don't even front. If you listen to this, that's my main cat that I hit for everything. I ain't even front. That's my dog. But you know I'm gonna hit you up when I go back to when I get back to the state about this business venture. I'm always talking to you about business ventures. But the only reason I would go half and half is because I'm not gonna be here all the time. But if I was gonna be all the time, I'll just put in 20,000 myself, the 25,000 myself. There's no need for me to go a business partner and somebody else if I have the money. And I can just buy it myself. But the only reason I would go half and half because I'm not going to be there, and I'd rather somebody see it, and we could bounce off each other and whatnot. So, and plus, I don't want to make profit on this for another 2 years. So I don't need to. I could actually spend 25,000 and not feel it. I'm not saying I'm rich, but 25,000 is not going to hurt me. I mean, me taking out 25,000 buying the spot is not going to kill me. So, and I'll hold on to it for 2 years until it blows up. Just because I do like a print that you leave in there. The print is of a boss. You have clientele, you have people there, and it's a certain aura you have when you go up there and it's your own spot. You're not going as going for mangoes. You have mangoes working for you, and they're trying to get to know you.
Mm-hmm. So tell us your experience at the hostel.
Oh yeah, the hostel. Damn, I forgot the name of it. I went to the hostel and I was trying to get my own room, and I couldn't get my own room. So I got a shared berthing, but nobody's in my berthing. I was by myself. There's 6 people, but nobody was there because it's a Thursday. It was dead, so nobody was there. So I had a couple of friends that I have outside, dudes that I know. And he's like, yo, I take girls there all the time. Just hit my man off at the door with a little bit of change. He lets you do whatever. I'm like, bet. He's like, yeah. So when I came out, I hit him with a 5,000. I gave 5,000. So when I came back out, I gave him another 10,000. Now, 3 o'clock in the morning, I pick up the baddest female in the whole place. I mean, she's super gorgeous. I mean, she got I mean, she's a 10 that other 10s have to bow down to. So I went into it. I went to the hostel, and my man looked at me like, and right through. He just let me go right through. Went upstairs, and we chilled the whole night at the spot, and it was a good thing. And this is a Airbnb, but it's on 10th Street, so it's right Cartagena on like 9th Street or 6th Street, so it's right up the street from there. I forgot the name of it. Damn.
It's up the street, right up, like kind of you walking up, right?
Yeah, you walking up.
Yeah. Yeah, we were staying right next to each other, bro. We was literally staying right next to each other. I was right next to you. Well, you wasn't there at that point, but I'm just saying, yeah, because the Provincial office is right next door. Because you saw like a waffle, crepes and waffles right across the street, right?
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's it.
We was right next door.
That's it right there. That's what we're talking about. That's it.
Hey, you can check out provincial laws too, bro. They let you do whatever you want to too. It's like
the issue that I had wasn't about the loft itself, but I was only going to be there for a few hours, so it made no sense for me to get a loft. Because I was a layover, so it was like a 10-hour layover, so it made no sense for me to get a loft because a loft is to me more private, and I would love to, but in my mind, I'm like, dude, I'm only going to be here 10 hours. Why am I getting a loft when I'm coming in at 6 and I'm leaving at 10?
Oh, so hold on. So you was basically in layover in Medellin.
Yeah, I was a layover.
And you still got it in real fast.
Oh, yeah. Because I was leaving at 4 a.m. the next day. So I never slept. I took Shorty to the crib at 1, 2 in the morning. And we had the whole birthday. We had the whole thing. So we were getting, and she was awesome. Man. As a matter of fact, I'm calling her when I get back. Because she'd be like, yo. We had, look, the thing was with Medellin this time.
Oh, you're freezing up a little bit, brother. Freezing up a little bit. All right. There you go.
All right, cool. I brought it indoors.
Okay.
Yeah, the thing with Medellin when I went in this week was that everybody was out there. Everybody was out there, and it was dry. Basically, there's no clubs, nothing going, but it was like 10 chicas to every guy. You couldn't walk without bumping into a female coming at you. I mean, harassing you. So we were out there just enjoying ourselves because I really wasn't. I had some other girls. I know some people from Comuna 13. Some girls I know from Comuna 13. So they came down to see me. And, my thing is, if you treat me good, I'm going to treat you better. If you treat me bad, I'm going to treat you worse. We don't need to go there if you don't want to go there. My thing is, it is what it is. So you make your choice, and we're going to handle it. But the girls that I know treat me really, really, really good. So when they came over there, I bought them drinks, I bought them food, I bought them everything else. And then I send them on home. These are not girls that I want to deal with, anything like that. They're just friends of mine. So they came down to Parquillera because Parquillera was the only thing hidden right there because everything was kind of dead except Parquillera. So we went out to my boy's spot. We had some drinks, and then we went to the other spot. We ate, and then they left. But when I was looking around, there were so many females. It was crazy. There weren't enough dudes for the female. There had to be at least, probably 200 girls to like 50 guys.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
That's what I was telling guys, yeah.
It was crazy, but the level of the females was crazy. You had top dogs in. It wasn't like you had ugly girls. You had like beauty queens out there that because everybody was top dogging it, like everybody's top dogging it. The girls that were like 10s weren't playing 10 anymore because they were. My boy's like, yo, 200,000 should be the norm, and the girls like, nah, give me 75 because everybody's fighting against everybody else. There's no work, and everybody's treating you like a boss. So at the end of the day, I'm not saying about. Look, I'm not condoning anything. You're a grown person. You do what you feel. But, it is what it is. People are enjoying themselves. If you're grown. So I'm telling you what I saw out there yesterday because I was there yesterday. Yesterday was good. It was a good time. Even at 3 a.m. I was there at 3 a.m. coming up on 10th Street. It was packed. You couldn't walk without somebody assaulting you. I mean, females literally assaulting you.
Yeah, that's how it was when I was out there. Yeah, for sure.
It was crazy. So it was a good time. And because of that, the price was really low and everything was good. But at the end of the day, man, we were just out there just enjoying ourselves. So it is what it is. That was Cartagena yesterday.
We got a question from the brother Jay. He says, have you met any Afro-Colombians in Medellin with a general connection?
Yes. Yes. As a matter of fact, like I said, man, I go to if you go to Mondongo's on 10th Street. I have a question. Yeah, Mondongo's on 10th Street. If you go across the street from Mondongo's, you're gonna go into the only Afro-American, the only Afro Colombian restaurant bar that's owned by somebody there on 10th Street. I'm talking on 10th Street is there. He just happens to be a lawyer. He's the one who put me on to real estate in Colombia, because he basically held my hand and walked me through the whole process of how to invest in Colombia. And that's how I started investing in Colombia.
Oh, I'm gonna need that connect, brother. Good.
Yeah. Oh, it's a beautiful connect, man. He does it out of the heart. I mean, there's a property right now, and I gotta go this week. I'll probably go tomorrow. There's a property right now that I'm looking at. It's $15,000 on the 23rd floor, overlooking the water. They only want $15,000 for it.
Cartagena.
Cartagena, yeah, overlooking the water for $15,000 on the 23rd floor. I already talked to everybody in there. I'm about to see it tomorrow because today is not enough time.
So hold on, real quick, brother. So 15,000. What does that get you? Is it yours or is that?
It's yours. Straight up. Okay, let me tell you how this runs, right? Because I didn't know until two people put me onto this, and I didn't know about it. And that's when I started looking into it, and I found out that's how they do business there. I like my money right. So property in Colombia is completely different anywhere else. They deal with cash. They don't deal with credit. They would rather deal with you one-on-one and don't need a middleman. So what do I mean by that? Saying they're building a project. The project has 6 different builders to it. Because usually they're building go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in different years, right? So before they move to building 2, they want to sell the whole building 1 first. And then they'll take the capital from that and start working on building 2. Then they started building 3, 4, 5, and 6, but all buildings are together. Cool. Understanding that, you understand that when you buying a condo there, let's say you buying a building 1, you buy a condo in the 23rd floor. It has 30 floors, but you building a 23rd floor. If you get in, you only have to give 20% of your actual cost of the building. So let's say the cost costs $20,000 and 20% is $4,000, right? You put in $4,000, your building, you already paid for your building. So from this point on, while the building is being built, you have to pay the remainder of that without going to the bank. There's no bank involved. You go to the actual property manager, the person who owns the actual building. You say, hey, look, I'm going to give you $4,000. You go to lawyers, you build up, you get your contracts. And upon the building being built, you have to finish paying the full $20,000. When you pay, at that point in time, you'd have a choice. You could pay straight up, or you could use finance. They'd rather you pay straight up because now you're paying whatever the building, whatever the cost of the building is. Upon that time, they give you the keys and that's it. You wash your hands, that's it. It's your floor, it's your building. End the story. You've paid $20,000 in the 3 years that it took you to build for them to build that building. They give you the keys, that's it. You own that floor, that cost. That's how they do business there. So what I do is I call the actual building. I talk to them and they set you up like just give me the 20% and then you start paying payments. They'll set you up with your bank to go to their bank. You write the money over, and as long as they get payments, they keep deducting it from you. And at the time of closure, like when they finish building the building, that's when the whole money has to be in, and it's your building. That's how they do business in Colombia. Anywhere in Colombia, that's what it's done. There's no middleman. It's one-on-one. You talk to the owner talks to you. You talk to a lawyer. You get the paper out, and that's it. There's no middleman. So once my man put me on to, and he's a lawyer in Cali. Once he put me on to the way they do it, he's like, look, this building is about to have a mall in there, and it has some food and place like that. This is going to be a good buy. You want to invest, you're doing this. And then if you want to give it to me for me to get your rent and everything else, we could do that, and we put it into escrow and whatnot. So once I started seeing how people are making money there, and once you do that, you just get rent from it, and the rent pays itself. Then you have property, and that's how you accumulate your wealth through your properties. And then you could do the same thing in Cartagena and everywhere else. That's why you have Airbnbs. Those are guys that own Airbnbs basically bought it at a cheaper rate.
Man, that's some good information, brother. I did not know that. That's some great information.
And I have the actual, because he gives me a book. There's a book that gives you all the pre pre-development. I have the book and the actual website. You go for the pre-development, and it gives you every development going on in Colombia. Pre-development. So therefore, you come in before it develops. So once it develops, it doubles in price. So now you're selling it. If you bought it 15, now you sell it for 30, which is not that much money anyway. But in Colombia, it's a lot.
Man,
So
that's some
that's what
good
we're talking about.
information. Now, see, that's a good segue into that question I wanted to ask you. How can brothers create passive income to travel more or to live overseas?
I tell you the truth, the way I'm building this through, like I said, I do a lot of stocks. I'm into stocks. I'm into 401 Roth IRAs. I'm doing it through the prudent way. I cleared all my debts. So the way I'm doing it, and it's called FIRE, Financial Independence, Retire Early, and that means that you make your dividends pay you back. And what I mean by that is there's some stocks like IBM, AT&T that give you dividends every quarter, every 3 quarters, or yearly, like Disney World. So what you want to have enough dividends come back in that pays you $2,000 a month, that it takes the place of your actual job. So once you do that, then you can fire your job. Financially secure, retire early.
Gotta post that right there.
So a lot of people are trying to do that right now, and because the stock is so moist right now, so good to us right now, because of the way the stock market is right now, you can make a lot of money right now. I mean, within these next 3 months, you should be having 100 to 300,000 in the bank anyway, because there's so many ways to make money in the real estate. No, in the stock market.
Man, that's good information right there.
Yeah, white folks are doing it. You bet your butt. White folks are doing it. Don't want us to know. That's when I found out. I stayed on it. I stay on my grind. My thing is, stock is the way of the future, man. I don't know where you've been. I just found out about stock 5 months ago, and I've been grinding on ever since, man. I love that stock world, man, because there's so many ways to make. You have your dividends. You have your ETFs. You have a stock for anything you want in the stock market, and you can play it any way you want. But like I said, dividends is, think about it. You put in, let's say every week you put $500 for a different stock. And at 2 year mark, you start putting money in there, and the dividends pays itself, goes back into itself, right? That means for the rest of your life, you're creating wealth and never have to put a dollar in there. So let's say in 2 years you put $2,000 into a stock, and because it grew from $2,000 to $3,000, and then it gives itself dividends every month, and the dividends another pays itself. It feeds itself. You don't have to do anything. It's feeding itself. It's a monster in its own. Even when you die, it's going to feed itself and go to your kids. Because dividends, AT&T pays your dividends every quarter. IBM pays your dividends every quarter. If you put money in there or not, it pays the dividends. So if you had 2,000 next quarter, you got $2,400. No, $2,045. So that's passive income. Another way to make passive income is actually playing. I day trade, so I play aggressively.
Okay. You
Yeah,
say you
so
had a good day today, right?
Huh?
You say you had a good day today.
I did, because I played the bio stocks really hard. I played Moderna, BioNTech, Novavax, Cure. I do a lot of different ones. Moderna the other day went up from 69 to 95, and then Novavax went up from 150. Well, went down, went up from 115. And the other day I was thinking about it. I said, well, BioNTech is about to hit, so why not get off Moderna and buy BioNTech, because BioNTech right now is at $86. Makes no sense to me, because the market cap is so low and the trajectory is so high. Pfizer's a nonprofit, so they're not gonna make money. They're $36. So let's be real. They're not making money because they're nonprofit. They're playing the long game. But BioNTech is a profit. And they were at 86 because Moderna made so much money, so they pushed them down. And I'm thinking, but their market cap is low, and they're gonna be the first one to market. So this makes no sense to me. So I put all my money on Moderna, and next thing I know, they came out saying that Moderna, or Pfizer, which is the same thing, Pfizer's coming for FDA approval. Well, they did FDA approval today, and it shot up to over $100. So that same $86 I put in a week ago, now it's $102. So I made, depending on how many stock I have in there, I made $114 on every share. So I'm on vacation right now, and I made a nice change. But now that change doesn't mean anything because FDA approval come in, and then all the reserve stock that they have, like all the people that put money to BioNTech, once they're able to have the vaccine come into market, they're gonna the market cap is gonna fly. I mean, I think they're like 30 billion right now. So even if they go to 60 million, which is a double, they probably make $200-300 a share, which should put me in a nice little change. Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything because Moderna's coming right behind them, and Moderna's gonna have a nice little run too. And then behind them is Novavax. So if you know all the other players in this game, you know that you're gonna be making money for a while. And these vaccines you have in the same mRNA vaccine catalog, you have cancer, you have a whole bunch of other catalog they have in there. So this vaccine is gonna be like a Pfizer, something that is a proven because our mRNA platform is just, I mean, if you know anything about mRNA, is basically they take your body and tell it to synthesize and help itself to help you fight the vaccine. So if you have something like that could use the chromosome in your DNA to fight vaccine and you can use it for anything, then you're gonna be there for a while. So that's what I tell people: do passive earning that way. You could do it through the stocks, and there's so many different ways you can do it. Like I said, there's ETFs. There's ETF that actually, like, if you owe money to a certain credit card, there's an ETF that actually runs those gammas that basically when you default in the credit, they come looking for you. There's an ETF for that. So as long as you have money with somebody else working for you, making you money, then you should be fine. Yeah, stock is definitely a move. My thing is, I'm trying to get into real estate next, but I'm trying to get into cash real estate where I pay for it whole straight up, no bank attached. I think that whole bank thing is paying an interest rate on my own money would be stupid. But if I'm able to get in
Yeah,
it
I
because
agree.
of a stock, I'm good. But again, my projection is to make a certain amount of money to get out of the game. I'm looking at 5 year projection to not work again. That's my personal
Okay,
goal. I want at 55. I want to just get out of the game. So
got
that
you, got you,
that's my
brother. You
personal goal.
you 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 55. Oh, you say you 50 now.
No, I'm 49. I'll be 50 this year. But
Okay, okay.
at 50, I want to get out of the game. I just
That's
want
what's
to
up,
punch
brother.
out.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So in your opinion, right now, would you buy a property in Colombia or Dominican Republic?
Both.
Both. Okay, both.
Because both of them are cheap. I mean, why not? My thing is this: you should be doing both. You should be doing all three of them. Even in the United States, you should be look make as much money as you can right now. Like
Mm-hmm.
they said, when somebody's sleeping, you earn it. You know, my thing is financial freedom. It feels good for me to throw my money out there, buy a car straight up without no. Is there's a different freedom when you go to a car dealership and throw live money at them with no credit cards, no nothing. It's completely different because you're in the driver's seat. Um, my thing, like I said, man, financial freedom, man, financial freedom. And now that I learned what financial freedom is, I wish somebody would have taught me this as a child. I should not be 40, 80 years old and learning it. And now I'm 49, I'm actually learning and putting it into play and seeing that it actually works. And I'm like, damn, where the hell were my parents? But my parents are so busy working that they don't have no time. They're just surviving. But
Mm-hmm.
us being what we are, we're not surviving because we college. College. If you're college educated, not saying that everybody is, but once you go to college and you have a career and whatnot, you earn a bit of money. It becomes a different world for you. So we have more opportunities that our parents did and their parents did. So it
Mm-hmm.
behooves us to actually make money off this.
Exactly.
See, yeah, you do forex. I don't know. My thing is I only do things that I'm good at and things that I'm researching, and I give I tip my hat to those people who can do forex. I don't know enough about forex. I know that I can make 1,000 to 3,000 a day doing what I do. I
Mm-hmm.
choose not to because I got a regular job and I'm not going to pay that much because for some reason in the back of my head, I think this money comes too easy. And I think there has to be somebody's going to pull the plug on me. I just can't believe that in 4 months doing this, I've made $50,000 in 4 months cash. I made a little over 50,000.
Mm.
50,000 starting from zero. It's mind boggling to me. I just can't believe I made this much money and I can make over six figures without my job. It just
Right.
makes no sense. I'm every day I go like, I even told my boss, I'm like, this can't be. I can't be making this much money in stocks.
Right.
I just can't. It makes no sense to me. How the hell? Sometimes I can make 12,000 a week, and last week I lost 12,000. This week I gained 8,000. So I'm like, who the hell? If I talk to regular people about this, they're like, what? But but like I said, look, before I did this, I have no bills. I don't owe a damn thing. I own my car, own my house, I own everything I have. I own everything. Everything. When I'm telling you everything, I have no bills. Right. So therefore, my journey is different than yours because financial independence gave me the ability to pay all my bills off. And now whatever I earn is mine. So therefore, if I lose money in the stock, it doesn't kill me because I got a regular job. My regular job pays for everything, even my renters and whatnot. So let's have I lose 50,000. It's not going to kill me because I still got my job that pays me, and I got my 401k, I got my Roth IRA, I got other things that I put money into and invest in that hopefully that will pay itself.
That's good business right there, brother. That's good business. Well, man, I'm not going to hold you too much longer, brother. Man, I really appreciate you coming on the show, man. We got to do another one. I'm going to invite you to one of my shows, Stocks Over Thoughts with Kenny Taylor.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, because I got him and I got another brother, Travis Tolliver. And y'all all pretty much traders. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, everybody does stocks. I do stocks as well. Not to the highest level as you are, but I still do stocks. So I'm definitely going to invite you to that show. But brother, I just want to thank you for giving us all this vital information, brother.
And the next thing I like, a female told me the other day, somebody makes a lot of money, and I really believe this. And if you really, the more you make, the more lonely you're going to be. The higher you go, the more isolated you're going to become. Always. And we over here, I'm over here bullshitting. Look, I'm spending a lot of money. If I told you how much money I spent on this trip, and I really don't give a fuck, and I'm not trying to say I have money because I truly believe I'm a poor person, but from Monday to Friday, I don't talk to anybody. I do my job, I go to work, and I bust my ass, and I refuse to have anybody outwork me or anybody even whisper they could outwork me, because that's a pride thing for me. I bust my ass, and I do my second job, and I bust my ass. You don't see me in the street, you don't hear nothing from me because I bust my ass. And what I'm saying to you is this, though. If you want financial independence, it's not about talking about it, it's about doing it. It's about going out there and really busting your ass. And the more you make, the more isolated you're going to be. And somebody told me that the other day, and I couldn't understand it because I was going through it. And they said, look, for you to become financial independent, you're going to be a lonely person because you're only going to concentrate on bills and paying bills and working. And people are not going to understand who you are. Now, you see me over here splashing, going to having this house or whatnot, paying this, paying that, flying here, flying there. And you don't know how lonely I was for the last 2-3 weeks working and not speaking to them because I was busy on my purpose. My purpose is this. I do my lunch boxes at home. I cook. I spend I watch up to the last penny. Why? Not because I have to, but because I know this is what I have to do to pay more money to stock. And my thing is, I'm addicted to stock. I don't see why I got to pay money, put money in the bank when I can put money in the stock and grow my money that way. Stocks are giving you 0.02%. I put my money into I put my money now that it's low. I put it into NEO, which is $27 last week. Now it's 44.
Yeah.
I don't understand why. I don't understand why I can cure cat. So I put my money to stock instead of putting it in the bank. So if you look at my bank, I have zero money in there. But if you look at my stock portfolio, you know that I have a dividend portfolio that's only on dividends that pay me dividends. I have a regular stock portfolio, a trade-off, and I have a regular portfolio. I have a 401k. I have a Roth IRA. And these are things I put my money into because I bust my ass working every single day. And I don't want you thinking just because you see me here, oh, I'm going to call you with this girl. No, you see me splurging because I bust my ass and I don't spend money. And I count up to the last dime of what I have.
That's what people don't understand about travel. You know, it's all about budgeting. You know what I'm saying? It's all about what you want to invest in. It's nothing like traveling the world. People ask me all the time, like, you know, man, you lucky you got money to travel. I say, you probably got money to travel. You just spend it on BS, you know.
True.
And you don't invest in passive income opportunities.
And that's what I try to tell people. I said, look, man, I can tell you how much I spend every week on my food. I pay $46 on my food, and I even tell you how much I can tell on my gas because I put my little counter on it. Because those things to me don't matter. I go to everyday work and I eat the same thing and whatnot because I put all my money into my stock or something else because I have a purpose. My purpose is this. the longer, and I tell myself, the longer you get now, the happier you're gonna be in 5 years, because I'm trying to get a certain number and live a certain lifestyle. And my lifestyle is when I have a house in the DR with a pool overlooking the water and having that banging bitch that you're gonna be like, damn, how he got that? I'm gonna say, mind your business. Mind your fucking business.
Exactly.
Mind you, because I see everybody has every ugly motherfucker has a dime. They earned it. Nobody's gonna give you money, because you know the more money you want, the more money other people want to take it from you. Everybody wants your money. So the harder you work for it, the harder they think they need it. They deserve it. It should be in their pocket. So my thing is this, man, for real. If you want financial independence, it comes at a price. And what is your price? It's gonna be loneliness, man. You're gonna be a lot of times you're gonna be at home, chilling, hanging loose by yourself. And people only gonna see when you come out and you splurge 2,000-3,000. Oh yeah, I have this girl. But that's not the whole thing, man. That's not the whole story. So don't get caught up in that.
Exactly, man. How long you gonna be out there in Cartagena, brother?
I'm leaving Tuesday. I mean, this is like a 5-day week. I'll be back out here next month. Taking another 5 days off, and I'm probably go to the DR, hang out there.
Okay, okay, awesome, man. And so this is technically your first night out there in Cartagena.
Yeah, this is my first night. This is my first night. I'm gonna go to the tower later on. I'm gonna definitely get it in today.
Dude, when I went, see, I messed up because I was booed up out there in Cartagena. I had brought a girl from Barranquilla, right? And
Don't do that.
I think it might have been like 8, 9 o'clock, and we left this little restaurant, and we walking, through the clock tower. I'm like, oh damn, this must. I'm like, because she didn't tell me. I'm like, oh, this must be the clock tower. So it's about 50, 60 women. I'm the only guy out there, bro. I got a picture. It's just me, and you see a whole bunch of women in the background, right? So what she did was she was just like, she whipped us into the taxi. And we went back to the hotel, and I'm like, well, I said, are we going somewhere else? Like, what's going on? She's like, nah, you're drunk. I'm like, I'm not drunk. I had like one beer. Yo, I've never seen a taxi just pull up on me like that too. I turned around, I'm looking at all the women. I'm like, damn, there's a lot of women out here. I'm like, damn, I'm the only guy. I turn around, she's pulling my arm to the taxi. I'm like, okay, we're going to somewhere else. We end up at the hotel. I'm like, what are we doing here? Are we gonna go somewhere else? She's like, nah, you're drunk. I'm like, I'm not drunk. I had like 2 beers.
You don't want you to see what's out there, man.
Yeah, tonight you're gonna see that it's probably gonna be maybe 4 or 5 guys into like 50 women out there, bro.
But you know what I noticed though, and it's this weirdest thing, man. I'm fighting females right now because everybody wants to marry me. It's the weirdest thing when you become hunted, man. Because my thing is this: I meet girls nowadays, and I put them in a position. I said, look, man, I'm financially secure that if I date with you, this is what I need to do. If you have a baby, I don't need you working, man. I want you taking care of the home or whatnot. And you'd be shocked how much they're on that page, because like they don't want to do certain things, and you put them in that position. They're like, you don't have to, because I'm financially secure to handle this. And girls are all nowadays. I'm running from girls. I'm like, damn. And I'm talking about the dope, because remember, you're in a third world country. These girls, all they know is this machismo thing, and they want the guy to treat them really well. And then you come in and you're giving them what they want, and what they want is stability. All of a sudden, they're attached to you. I got girls call me every hour, want to know what you're doing. And the first thing they ask me is, what have you eaten? I'm like, what the fuck?
They all ask, what have you eaten today?
What have you eaten? How many times can you eat a day? Ask me the same dumb shit.
Yeah.
But like I said before, man, you have to have a perspective. You have to have a positive perspective where you want to be in life, and give a woman something that they could aspire to. That's on your line. And like I said, my thing is, I don't know where I'm going to be in 5 years, but I know for a fact financial independence is coming in 5 years. So I'm punching the clock 5. I'm not saying I'm not going to earn. I'm not going to have a bar, house, and whatnot pay me money, but I won't be working my job 9 to 5 the way I do.
Right. Man, that's very, very true. Everything you just said, because I've experienced that as well. It's funny, man, because is it even possible to be faithful out there in South America, bro?
You know what it is, and I will be, because my thing is this: when you got a 10 who's actually, I don't want the word submit to you, because I think that's an American term, that's loyal to you and show you that level of honesty and loyalty, and is innocent to it, you don't want to let them down. You really don't. And you become very protected, because a man, we protect what needs us, what we need to shelter. And if a woman is vulnerable to say, you're my king, or you're my person who I look to, I don't see a actual man that's a person who's about something is gonna say, nah, fuck you. Because once you have a kid, you're gonna start protecting what's yours. And my thing is this: yes, there is something else, but there's something about a woman actually being on your page and being about you. And when you're a certain age, you know better. I mean, I understand if you're 30, 25, I'm almost 50. If a woman is 27, 26 and actually knows her place and comes to you and look for you for that leadership and guidance or whatnot, and at the end of the day is loyal to you, I don't think you're going to break that for, because at the end of the day, you don't need that many nuts. Because like I tell anybody else, you turn any woman upside down, they all look the same. I've yet to see a female who don't look the same. Maybe I'm off. Let me know. Let me know.
Oh man, that's a good one. I never heard
turn
that.
Any female upside down, they all look the same. Let's be real with that. The only thing that is different is the way she treats you. And if she's honoring and actually taking care of you, and you know when you get sick, when you get diabetes, she's gonna be there. You start changing on that whole perspective, because you know when you break that window, I always tell them with trust, when you break that window, no matter how much you try to put Gracie glue on it, you don't look out of it the same way. It's all distorted. And at a certain age, when you break that window, you're like, oh shit, I don't want to start again with another female. I just don't want to start again. So therefore, you don't want to break that window. When you imagine if you're 50 years old and you get a 25, 26, 27 girl who's loyal to you and see you as something completely new and whatnot, you're gonna rock with that, because you know you don't have that much anyway. You probably at 70 years, she'll be 50, but she's loyal. You don't want to fuck that up. You would do it if you're single, but in a committed relationship, that's why I said yes, it's easier for us because we know what we've got. I know that you turn any girl upside down, they'll look the same, so I don't need it. I mean, I'm cool enough to see, go, damn, she look good, but I've had it before. So yes, I could give it up if the right woman come along and shows me that response. And in Spanish country, you see that a lot.
Okay, so let me ask you this: do you think you have a better chance in Colombia finding that, or Dominican Republic?
I have it in Dominican right now. I'm being honest. I have girls right now that have given me their loyalty. I mean, 1,000%. I got a girl right now in Venezuela that she say, "Yo, I'm in love with you. I'm here stuck 5 days because of you, and I'm willing to do 10 days in a quarantine and go back to Venezuela because I was trying to get with you." You got girls like that because they're raised with their mother. They're about family. They're really sweet. And when you see it. My thing is, if you so gun ho in sex, and I try to let people know, man, sex is a need to fulfill other people's fantasy. And what I mean by that is, like, this is a high school shit that you got to tell everybody how many numbers you got. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody really cares. I mean, you show me picture if you ever sex somebody, nobody cares. Nobody in reality, nobody cares.
Very true.
The only person who cares is you, and that's a high school mentality where you think everybody's looking at you like you're the football jock giving a pet rally. Reality, man, nobody cares. Nobody cares. I mean, we doing this on YouTube. Well, please, I turn this motherfucker off tomorrow. I go to my regular name, and you don't see me, but I'm still having a good time. I really don't need you.
Exactly.
Nobody. My job is to make sure that my family's taken care of, my wealth is taken care of, and when I walk down the street, I mean, people don't know my business. That's why you use pseudonym like Branjor, whatever the hell you want to use it, because you turn this shit off. You.
My brother, the real Blackula, asks, "What's good, Black men travel? What country in Latin America got the sexiest BBW Latinas?" I appreciate it.
Okay, let me tell you something. Spanish countries don't have BBWs. That's black country. That's America. Kill that shit.
Right.
Over here, they gotta stay fit because they walk everywhere, and basically, it's a lifestyle to be fit. That thing that you are fat, you're not really gonna see that many fat women here, and if they do, they're not gonna be throwing that BBW outfit out there. They're just gonna mind their business, go about their day. They probably have 2, 3 kids and just got themselves and trying to get small. In Spanish country, is a thing of they keep themselves in shape because they know there's a lot of competition out there. And a man, I'm sorry to tell you, this is a machismo world, and I'm sorry to tell you, if you don't know this is a man's world, then you and I wouldn't have that many. We won't be able to conversate on the same level, because my thing is this: I don't believe this is a woman's world. A man built this world. A man actually built the streets, build out towers, be the World Trade Center. That was men building that stuff. Women don't want to do those jobs. Women want to work in a hospital. They want to work inside. They want to get PhDs. They want to do those secure work. Those hardworking work, that's the man. The man built the world. Now, I'm saying that I'm not a male chauvinist, but what I'm trying to say is this: the women have the place in our world. And my thing is, if you don't proclaim your sense of being, and what I mean is this, you have to make sure that you are capable of handling somebody financially. Because we can talk all the shit about being a man, and when a woman finds out you can't provide for her financially, she has no respect for you. And then once she has no respect for you, it's going to deteriorate you. It's going to break you down. So my thing is this: first, make sure that you're straight and you're straight financially, and you're able to handle a female. Because if she cuts with you, I'm like, yo, I got this. So going back to your BBW, I don't look at it in Spanish countries because a woman who has kids, and I'm sorry to say, a woman has kids or is fat, I don't talk to. I just don't. I could lie to you and say, yeah, look, I don't talk to them. A woman has kids, really. I mean, the only thing you could be is a pen pal, and not even that.
What about one kid?
Well, there's so many that don't have.
Right.
You see, if there weren't that many that didn't have, then you would be right. But my thing is this: I could get no headaches for the same price. Remember, I am the prize. When I come in, you're looking at my money.
That's right. That's what I say.
If you don't come in looking that you're the price, then you always coming in with a defeatist personality. Or she needs to talk to me, or I'm glad she's talking to me. No, you're glad I'm talking to you because I have my money that's going to take care of you. So therefore, I am the prize. So when I walk in here, I walk with a little attitude because I know that I could choose 100 of you. Exactly. I choose you. You don't walk up choosing me. You would like me to choose you when I go to DR and all these countries, but I'm coming in with the money. So my thing is, if I'm choosing, I'm gonna choose it. Why should I walk around with a 6 when I have access to an 8 and you're gonna treat me real good? Why should I go to a BBW when I can get a girl that's fit, friendly, a cooperative, like Kevin this Samuel said, fit, friendly, cooperative, who looks for me for guidance and understands what my role in her world is, and I can let you know that exactly where I'm at. And I'm not trying to belabor this, but every time I talk to a female now, I tell them exactly what I want out of a female. I tell them, and I've yet to have somebody buck that. They're like, yo, I'm on your page. I want this. I'm telling them, look, I make good money. If you get with me, if you get pregnant, I don't want you to work. Only if you choose to work. But this is it, though. I need to do this and this because I'm here. I'm financially stable to take care of this. Everybody gets on the page. They're like, yeah, I like your point of view. I like what you're saying. Because at the end of the day, they want to be taken care of and they don't want to deal with having a child and having to work. And at my stage, if I got money, why the hell do I need you to? Man. It doesn't bring anything better to my life.
Bro, you right. You on point, bro. And I be trying to tell brothers this on this channel. This is the reason I created this channel. That brothers, we are the prize here. You know,
we are.
When I go through YouTube and I hear streams 6, 7, 8 hours on women not doing this, and you got to get macking game. You know, you got to pay $100 an hour to talk to a macking coach. I look at these guys like, bro, you just turn in circles. You just running in circles. Get your passport, travel the world, open up your options, and get with some feminine, submissive women, and get your resources right. Life is good.
But you know, females create that whole male perspective, and I do believe because a lot of children are born with single mothers.
That's true.
And if you notice, they grow their son to be soft and their daughter to be strong. They really want the son to be soft. They don't want the son. If they have a firstborn, they don't want the son yelling at the daughter.
They want their son to be a beta male.
Yes, and they want the girl to be strong. You don't need a man. You can do without a man. Right. Everything else. And by the time you try to straighten him out, he thinks that this is right because this is all he knows. My thing is this: BBW is to me, I think it's an American trait that they want to let us know that, why can't I be fat and you just love me for who I am? That's fine. But no, understand this. There's a 27, 26, and 28-year-old that's skinny, and I don't need to deal with you.
Right. And do you date in the States at all, brother?
Huh?
Do you date in the States too?
No, I don't date in the States. I don't date in the States, man.
Gotcha.
I tried to, and it was a mess, man. Look, I'm in the medical field. A couple of sisters want to date me. I just don't, because it doesn't behoove me because it's a power struggle wherever you go. I mean, it's internal and it's a power struggle. At every corner, you're gonna fight me, and it's not gonna be something that is done subliminally. It's just something that you just know. my thing, like I said, I'm to the point that I know what I want and I know where I want to go in my life. And I know I don't have that much to go. I probably got another 30 years. It makes no sense to get with somebody who's not on my page. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm not here to discuss stuff like craziness. I don't want to come home and want to challenge you every 2 seconds. That's not my flow in life. My flow is to live my life peacefully, go traveling. If you're on my page, we can flow. If you're not, get off my line.
Excellent. That's real talk, man. Well, brother, tell us where we can find you on YouTube.
Oh, my name is Branjor around the world. My show just shows you all different aspects. I do things from DC to whatnot. I just started doing more lives, so I will be doing more lives. I'm not no dating coach, no financial coach. I'm just going through my life. That's what's called Branjor around the world. Branjor around the world is my kid's name, Brandon Jordan. I got my bracelet has the names on it, Branjor Jordan and Taylor. And it's just my life, man. I'm not perfect. I'm not right. I just do my way. If they're cool with it, that's cool. If not, I mean, you can stay on the sideline while I go my way. My thing is not to disrespect anybody, because I think all men used to need to upraise all of us. But my thing is, if you're not on my page, I'm just gonna let you be where you're at, and I'm gonna continue going. Because the beautiful thing is this: on your road, you're gonna see people that think the same way you do, and they're gonna cling on, and you're gonna keep on going. But then you're gonna see people that repel you, are gonna be negative. Oh, that nigga think he is. Oh, I don't think he should do this. Oh, I don't understand why he's doing that. Let them be and just continue your journey. They're gonna be where they're at when you look back. At the end of the day, who cares, man? I'm gonna die by myself, and I'm gonna die because I enjoyed my life.
Right. Well, brother, I appreciate you coming on the show, man. Like I say, you gave out some vital information. We definitely gonna do it again. We gotta chop it up again, bro.
No problem.
And we gotta link up, because we be missing each other by like a couple of days. So we gotta link up and hang out one night, for real, man. Overseas, you know.
All right.
Whether it be Colombia, DR, wherever.
All right, cool. I'm gonna let you guys go, man. Peace. I hope you have a good time. I was a big fan of yours before I came on the show. That's why I wanted to come on the show, man. You're doing some positive things, and I'm a member of your show too. I'm a member of your group. So if you guys want to reach out to me, I'm a member of the group, because I actually put stuff in the group too. I think it's a valuable tool that you need to learn, because black men talking to each other is a beautiful thing, man. Sisters are always going to tell you that they don't want you talking to other black men, because the reason is that they don't want you actually feeding or having that learning from other black men, because the weaker they could get you, the better they are.
And some brothers don't understand that. That's the sad part about it. Some brothers do not understand that. But we're giving you the game, brothers. So, brothers, do me a favor. If you haven't joined yet, join the Facebook group, man. Like I say, you got brothers like this, like here in the group, and a lot of valuable information. Peace, brother. I'm gonna hit you up.
All right, thanks, man.
All right.